Hello guys, it's Louis here from the German Duel Master channel, and we are back again with our first Kaijudo deck profile featuring the Hive Queen. So before we show you some Kaijudo matches, we decided to upload the decks we played to give you a closer look into the matches and make it easier for you to follow them. So let's take a short break from the IDC and our progression series and hop right into this very special and new deck profile. This deck is a light, water, nature, kind of tribal aggro deck and focuses on the Hive Queen, which is a powerful Megabug evolution creature with 8k for 6 mana. Besides his double breaker ability, its second effect is maybe the main reason playing this card. So whenever a creature whenever this creature attacks, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put a non-evolution creature with level 5 or less into the battle zone. The rest of the cards are put on bottom of your deck. So whenever it attacks, which is possible of course in the turn it was summoned because it's an evolution creature, you get a free creature on board. Because the Hive Queen is a race-based evolution creature, you need the right baits, so Megabugs of course. Therefore we have two drops. One is the Ambush Scorpion, it's 2 mana 2k vanilla creature, and the other one is Manapod Beetle. Manapod Beetle is a 1k creature for 2 mana, and when this creature is banished, you put it into the battle into your mana zone. Which is kind of cool to ramp faster to 6 mana to summon the queen, maybe 1 turn earlier. Besides those 6 2-drops, we have 3 copies of Manatech. It's a 1k Megabug for 3 mana, which allows you to go through the top 4 cards of your deck and reveal 1 Megabug from them and put in your hand. It's a very useful effect to search for other Megabugs or the Hive Queen itself. Last but not least, we have a 5 mana 3k Multisif Megabug, Homunculon the Blaster. When you summon this creature, you can tap an enemy creature, and on top of that you can choose one of your other creatures to give them a 3k boost. I like this effect because you can immediately get rid of a bigger creature by tapping it and killing with one of your other boosted creatures. The last Megabug bait I'm playing is the Broodmother. So for 5 mana you get a 4k Protector, which lets you look at the top 2 cards of your deck and reveal any creatures from among them and put them into your hand. So you get a free 2-draw if you don't hit any spells, or at least 1 draw if the other one was a spell. Of course, worst thing that could happen is drawing no cards. But I'm playing only 3 spells, which I'll show you later, so the probability is very low. Speaking of draw, we got 3 copies of Keeper of Laws. Some of you may already know this artwork, maybe from Parla Oasis from Duel Masters. Keeper of Laws is hexproof as soon as you have any other creatures on the board. So your opponent can't target it with any spells or abilities. And it lets you draw a card whenever your opponent casts a spell. So kind of cool against some micro decks or maybe some control decks, of course. After that, we are playing 3 copies of this beauty, Cyber Scamp. It's a 1k Cyberlord for 2 mana, and whenever your opponent casts a spell, you may summon another Cyber Scamp straight from your deck. It's a good option against faster decks because it's a 2-drop, or a good option to spam your field against control decks by summon more copies from your deck while your opponent uses his spells. Next one is Sword Hornet, the strongest 3 mana creature with 5.5k. It's a vanilla card, but they're strong enough to get rid of early aggro attackers, by just simply run over them. Unfortunately, it's not a mega bug, but that would be too massive in my opinion. It's an Enforcer and B-Skin, so you have enough options to play other evolution creatures on top of it. Jumping right into the defense, we have 2 copies of Psychic Predator Rusalka. This one lets you lock one enemy creature when it hits a battle zone and whenever it attacks, so that creature neither can attack nor block. And on top of that, it's unblockable, so you get 2 really good effects for 4 mana and 2k. And we have 2 copies of Rusalka Aqua Chaser, 4 mana, 1k, and it allows you to bounce a creature from a battle zone to its owner's hand. So yeah, both of those 2 cards are good by hardcast them in turn 4, or playing them straight from your deck by using the Hive Queen's effect. Then we have 3 copies of General Finbar, which has a similar effect to Aqua Surf and Duel Masters, but it's not a shield trigger and has 2k more power. You can bounce one creature from a battle zone to its owner's hand, and whenever one of your other creatures attacks, you may draw a card. Now we have 1 copy of Lyra the Blazing Sun. It's a 4k double breaker Celestial Dragon for 6 mana, and lets you tap one enemy creature when it hits a battle zone, and that creature doesn't untap at the start of your opponent's next turn. In my opinion, it's still a flex spot in this deck. I'm still thinking about maybe other options. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment below. Last but not least, we are going to the shield triggers. We have 3 copies of the Arbiter. It's maybe the most powerful shield trigger creature in the game, letting you tap 2 target enemy creatures when it hits a battle zone. It's a 2.5k 7 mana creature, but there are only a few situations where you want to hardcast this, of course. And the other one is maybe the most powerful spell in the game, and the only spell I'm playing in this deck, Piercing Judgment. Piercing Judgment is a multi-civ shield trigger, which lets you bounce a creature in the battle zone to its owner's hand and tap an enemy creature. That's the only spell I'm playing this deck, so the probability of hitting it or hitting any of those with the Broodmother I already mentioned, is very low. So that was our first Kaijudo deck profile introducing the upcoming matches. Let us know in the comments below what you're thinking of this deck, and feel free to comment any suggestions. Stay tuned for more Kaijudo content, and of course, stay healthy. Cheers from Germany.